It's time for Torrin Talk. Hello, my lovelies. It's time for Torrin Talk. This week we're doing something a little bit different. This morning on Facebook, my friend Annie had posted a thing of 8 points of reflection. She celebrates Hanukkah. Annie also celebrates Christmas, Yule, and any other possible holiday I think that's going on right now. Annie just celebrates them all because why not? I really like that she does this because she has two little girls, and I've always felt like her girls are going to grow up knowing everybody's traditions, which is kind of cool. And the fact that they celebrate all of these traditions makes it kind of their own family tradition, which is even cooler. Yeah. So Anywhoodles, yeah, so it's like 8 points of reflection for this Hanukkah season, and she tagged me to do it, which you guys know I love a tag. So, but I thought it's December 7th, the holidays are fast approaching. This is the time that people usually reflect in the past year of how things have gone because the new year is fast approaching. And hers, of course, were super awesome and uplifting because she is a very positive person, which is good. I need as many positive people in my life as I can get. So I really, really liked her list. So I'm trying to be as positive. So even the stuff that wasn't super positive, I'm going to try and put a positive spin on it. It makes me realize that she is probably the person who taught me this back in college. And I've lived my life like this since, quite frankly. I do try to be as positive as I can. So I'm pretty sure that was her influence. So thank you, Annie. Sorry, I'm having my coffee. All right, so let's get to it. 8 points of reflection on the past year. Number one, my family. It was a bit of a rough year for my family. You know, we lost my grandfather last year. So this was like our first full year with no pap. And it's sad. I still miss my grandfather quite a bit. And think of him all the time. But I think we're doing okay as a family. My mom seems to think that it's kind of busted us apart, but I don't think so. We still go home to see Grandma and Mom, so I don't think that's so. And I have to say, I talk to members of my family more. I started doing it after my Uncle Torrin passed. Like, I make sure and I call my Aunt Sheba, and I text my brothers and talk to them sometimes. Brothers are weird. But, and I try and call and talk to my mom and my gram, so I talk to them a lot more often than I maybe sometimes did before. So I don't think that's so. I think, at least on my end, even though I'm so far away, I still try to keep in touch with everybody. And my family is awesome. My mom and Graham are both on Facebook. My Aunt Sheba's on Facebook. My brother Jeremiah is on Facebook. My other brother Dwayne is not because he sucks. But his wife and his eldest daughter is, so I can at least keep up with them that way. He just doesn't do social media. Harumph. That's whatever. But Anywhoodles, and all of my extended family, my cousins and my others, aunts and uncles and everybody, I get to see them all the time because of social media, which is number 2. Keeping up with all my friends and everybody on social media. Now, especially right now, social media is kind of a crapshoot because there is a lot of fear and hatred happening right now in some of my feeds, my Twitter feed and my Facebook feed. And I just scroll past all that stuff. I don't want to get involved with it because then there's just internet fights, and I don't like internet fights. So I scroll and then I stop when I see cute animals, cute children, holiday decorations, your smiling faces. God knows I love selfie. So yeah, that's what I just scroll past unless I look at the pictures. If they're happy, then I stop and I read things. But yeah, I'm amazed by social media. I have been able to reconnect with what is actually my oldest friend, Samantha. We've been friends since kindergarten. And then there was a big long period where I didn't see her or talk to her, but we have been able to reconnect because of Facebook. And then since she still lives at home, I stop and see her when I'm home, which is awesome. I'm so tickled to have her back in my life. Also, some of my best friends from college and high school, well, granted, my two best high school friends I stayed in touch with, period, because that's just what you do. But like my college friends, when everybody goes everywhere else, I've been able to reconnect with all of them too. And I love social media. Sorry. I'll call you back, Rose. Yeah, so I get to see their pets, their families, their significant others, their children if they have any, whatever they're doing in their lives, great shoes, new hair, whatever. Social media is kind of a godsend. I'm the person who likes to look at picture albums, so I like to see everybody. Number 3, the old man. The old man got a new job. And it's like I'm living with a different person. We've been together for 18 years now, married for 17. And I hadn't realized how sad he was. I mean, I knew he was sad, but I'm sad. So I just, we're sad. But I hadn't realized how much his job was stressing him out until he changed it. And now he's not. It's like living with a stranger. He's so happy. Yeah. So this gives me lots of hope for the future because with a guy this happy, of course, I will have to be happier too, right? Right? So yeah, I am thankful that the old man has found a job that he really, really likes and it's making him this happy because we've had some stressors recently and he hasn't gotten stressed about it. I have, but he hasn't because he's happy. It's kind of great. Number 4, the end is in sight with regards to some of my health problems. You guys know I still haven't had my hysterectomy because health insurance in the U.S. is problematic at best, especially for something that they don't consider a necessity. I don't know, you guys, whatever. But the husband's new job brings with it excellent benefits. So hopefully I will get my thyroid figured out so my hair will stop falling out and I'll stop forgetting everything and hopefully be less fat. This is the fattest I've ever been in my entire life and I hate it and I'm really depressed a lot. Although apparently that also has something to do with your thyroid. So it's just been a bad year for me. So hopefully next year will be better and there will be a lot of changes made and I can get to feeling like myself again. So keep your fingers crossed. Okay. Number 5, my dogs. This was our first full year with Castiel. It was a rough beginning with Cass because it has been a very, very long time since I had a large dog. I grew up with large dogs because I grew up on a farm. So we had little dogs and big dogs and medium dogs and whatever. Like I love dogs. That's not the problem. The problem is since I live in suburbia in a little house, we do have a corner lot. So we have a bit of yard, but it's not enough for a dog his size, quite frankly. And I'm not always able to walk him the way I should because I don't feel good. However, I have found new and interesting ways to exercise him. I've taught him to run in a circle really, really fast and jump over things. And yeah, so we're doing good. He's plenty of exercise. As you can see from any of the photos, he's not fat. So we're doing okay. And he's not destructive in any way, shape, or form. So, he's not, I don't have to worry about that. But Hi, Smurfy. Smurfy is getting on the heating vent because it is colder than it has been, and he doesn't like cold. Anywhoodles, I lost my Brutus. It's been 2 years ago, almost, maybe 2 years in March, that I lost my Brutus, which is very sad. We got Danny immediately, and she blended in just fine with Murphy because they're both Bostons, but Cass was a little different. He was very shy and timid and got freaked out really easily. So the first 2 months was a little rough for me, trying to remain patient with him. But since then, it's been fine. He is officially part of the pack. Murphy loves him now. Danny loves him. He loves them. He loves Joe. It's gotten much, much better. And I don't know what I'd do without him now. So, yay. I am thankful for my dogs. I'm thankful they're getting along with one another. And thank God I have them because I would be really lonely without. Number 6. Hopefully this year will be less stressful. Last year was really stressful. We had a lot of things come up and not the money to cover them. We made do. You guys know about my evil neighbor and some of the things that we had to do. New siding on the house, which we couldn't afford, but we made it work. Various things. And as always, it always seems like as soon as we are good and everything is going, some other crisis happens. And then all of a sudden, any of the money we had saved up for other things is now gone because there was a crisis. Danny getting stung by hornets and getting really, really sick. A vet bill that was insane. But that's okay because we had money saved up for something else that paid for that. So let's hope that any money we're saving now for certain things actually goes to those things next year. Because we're the people that save money for specific projects. It just doesn't always happen that it goes to those projects because it never fails. Something pops up. Okay, so yes, let's hope next year is not as stressful as this past year. Number 7, podcasts. I discovered podcasts this last year, like hardcore. I mean, I was aware of them. Come on. I do live in the now. But maybe it was just I can't even say it was a lack of quality because I have found some really excellent podcasts and I have started at their beginning, which sometimes was in 2012. So it's not that there weren't quality podcasts out there. It was just that I didn't realize I needed them. I listen to podcasts a lot. I still listen to audiobooks, but as you guys know, you have to buy audiobooks or rent them from the library. So podcasts are free and they're just there. And I like them because it's little snippets, like a 30-minute podcast. I can get dinner prepared while listening to a podcast. And it just makes things fly by. Or little chores throughout the day. I can just listen to a podcast while I do some sort of something. And I learn lots of new things. I just love them. I either get like really cool stories, or sometimes they're just funny and I need a laugh, or I learn things. Yeah, I don't know. I wish I'd started listening to them earlier. But this past year, I have discovered them whole hog, and I have now subscribed to quite a few of them. So, yay, podcasts. And number 8, this past year, reflecting here on YouTube. You guys know I made a major change to my channel, whereas it was mostly hair, and every now and then I would throw in some other random sort of something. I really still mostly just did hairstyles, and I found myself a little like chafing from that because there are only so many hairstyles I can do or what have you, and I just felt like I had more to give or more to offer or wanted to say more or something. I just wanted to switch it up and make it more fun for me, because I feel like if it's fun for me, then it'll be fun for you, right? So I made a big change. I our first month was a little like this as I tried to kind of work out the kinks and such, but I feel pretty comfortable right now with the way it's set up during the week. Yeah, I really do. I like that I definitely give you a hairstyle every week, which is good because that didn't always happen before I had a schedule. You guys know that sometimes it was once a month, which is not as fun. And I feel like it has really helped me, especially with my brain the way it is right now, where I don't remember a lot of things. It kind of helps me keep track of things a little better by offering me this structure. So I want to thank you guys for sticking with me, especially through this weirdness that we had from the kind of big changeover. But you guys are very loyal, and almost all of you stuck with me. I lost a few, but that's okay. I got some new folks, so hey, you know, maybe some people outgrew me. That's totally okay. I mean, I understand that happens. So I want to thank you. I'm reflecting back that YouTube has been good for me this past year, especially with the changes I've made, because I feel a lot happier since we made the changes. I don't find the videos as stressful as I was finding the vids. Because I was always like, I've got to put something up. Now I don't have to worry about it. I have categories. I just find things to fit in them, and it makes it easier for me. So it makes me a happier person. Also, you guys comment a lot more, which is kind of nice. I like talking to you. All right, so that was my reflection on the past year. Not a lot happened, I know, but what are you gonna do? I'm not a very exciting person, and my life is pretty boring, but that's okay. Not everybody needs to be exciting. Boring is good. It's usually less stress-free. Here's the next year. Okay, I love you guys, and I will see you tomorrow. And with the Christmas Craft Challenge of 2015, my entry goes up tomorrow. Okay, yeah, I love you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Have a wonderful holiday season, celebrating whichever holiday it is you prefer, or all of them, if you're like Annie. Might as well just celebrate all of them. Okay, I love you guys. Bye.